Hi, this is Ron sitting in my 2022 Jeep Wrangler High Tide with the Xtreme Recon package, and I'll explain that in a few moments. This video will serve as a review for anyone who's interested in looking at Jeep Wranglers and perhaps purchasing one. Also to give you my thoughts on this recent purchase. Now, this is somewhat of an upgrade from my Durango. My Durango was a four-wheel drive, and but it wasn't really a 100% off-road type vehicle. I wanted something that could get me down the road and also something I can take off-road. Now, I'm not going to be doing anything like climbing over big boulders with this, but I'm talking, say, perhaps going on, gravel roads and something like that. And this is definitely built for that. It's definitely more versatile than the Durango. As powerful? No. My Durango could easily pull 5,000 pounds. This Jeep Wrangler High Tide can easily pull 3,000 pounds. So I'm not going to be hitching up anything to it, but I do have the hitch assembly on this vehicle. Sharing my configuration. I'm on the Jeep website, and here is the High Tide. So let's click build, and I chose the Hydro Blue Pearl color that you see here. And the cloth low back bucket seats in black. So I'm scroll down to the very bottom because there are packages here that I want to select. Now, I've already selected the 8.4-inch radio and premium audio group. I also got the advanced safety group, so let's add that package. I also got the cold weather group, which has the heated front seats, the heated steering wheel, the leather wrapped steering wheel, and the remote start system. I did not get the convenience group, nor the safety group, nor the smokers group. I'm not a smoker. And the sun and sound package, they're already added from above. Also got the trailer tow and heavy duty electrical group, so let's add that. All right, and scrolling down, the engine that I have is the 3.6 liter V6, and it's an 8-speed automatic transmission. The gear ratio is 4.56, which is standard. And that's it. So this is what I have. Also have the hard top. Now, what you see here on the black, let me explain this. Mine came with a hard top, but it also came with this right here. So I can remove that hard top and install this partial soft top. But I prefer the hard top. I doubt very much if I'll ever use the soft top, but I do have it in storage. So this is it. My Jeep Wrangler Unlimited High Tide. Okay, this Jeep Wrangler High Tide, it has the Xtreme Recon package, which means that it sits on a Rubicon suspension. It has 35-inch B-lock wheels. Let's take a walk around. LED lighting package. Backup camera is here. I have the hard top. Here's a small Jeep going up the window. And there's Dougie. rock rails along the bottom. I really like this molding. Let's take a look inside. I have some gear already in here, but this is the cargo area, and there's that subwoofer. That thing is huge. There's also a storage compartment here. I have some jumper cables in here, some vehicle cleaning supplies, a toolbox. Again, these seats fold forward and down, and I can easily fit a mattress back here, and there's sleep back here. There's a tow hook here, and there's also one in the front. Nice full-size 35-inch tire in the back. It's actually two tow hooks in the front. If this was a Rubicon, these would be red. Personally, I like the black. I really like this vehicle a lot, and not because it's new, but because it just feels good. Taking a look inside, so here's the instrument cluster. Over to the left we have the tachometer, and integrated within that tachometer indicator that mimics what you have your manual four-wheel drive shifter set to. Right now it's set to 2H, and here it is right here. I'll come back to that in a moment. In the middle we have the instrument cluster, and over to the left we have a compass. I'm facing northeast. In the middle we have the speedometer. Right now I am sitting still, so it's reading 0 miles per hour. And to the right there is the temperature, and right now it's 88 degrees outside. Here we have the engine temperature gauge. I'm doing good there. And to the right of that is the fuel gauge. Over to the far right we have the speedometer. And on the steering wheel there are controls here that control what is read on the instrument panel. Let me demonstrate that. So I'm going to click on the up arrow there and observe. And it takes you through several pages. I have no messages. Audio. Right now it's on FM 104.5, as we can see over here. Continuing. Trip information. Fuel economy. Right now I'm averaging 14.7 miles per gallon. I can do better. Off-road information. Vehicle information is showing the tire pressure in all four tires. They're all at 41. That's good. And back to the speedometer. If I click on the OK button here, notice what happens here. That takes 2 kilometers. I'm going to put it back on miles per hour. All right. And there are many pages within each function. And that's what these left and right up and down arrows do. The steering wheel also has on the right hand side the cruise control. The steering column feels very nice. The stitching is superb here. Of course, there's a horn. Airbag is integrated into the steering wheel. Over to the left hand side we have the mirror adjustment. Left mirror out there, and the right over there. We have the light control here, self-explanatory. It does have daytime running lights. On the steering column, obviously we have the directionals and the wipers for the front and the rear right there. Also along here there are 4 vents for AC and heating. One here, one here, one here, and one down there. Now I have these here closed. I'm not using it. Now if someone was sitting over here, then yes, they may want to open those up and do what they wish. Now what's cool about this is this right here. I really like this 8.4 inch display. For example, let's go to climate, and right now on my side the temperature is at 67 degrees. On the passenger side it's also at 67 degrees. I could come down here, and let's say if I want to bump mine up, say 1 to 68 degrees, then I press this up arrow and that goes to 68. So this is how I would vary that. And on the passenger side, I have a set of buttons here that I kick this up. So I'm pushing the up arrow, that goes to 68 degrees. I push the down arrow, it goes back to what it was before. And I believe this is touch screen, so I can probably do it right here as well. Let's see. Yes. Which is even better. Let's go to media. Stereo system is incredible. Now this does have Apple CarPlay, which can take my iPhone and plug in a USB cable into either the one of 2 USB ports included. One is here, and there's also a USB-C port here, and there is an aux port. If I plug my iPhone into this USB port, the second one is in here. Hope you can see that. And it's right down there. And that would enable Apple CarPlay, and everything that I see on my iPhone, the icons would display here. In fact, I will demonstrate that for you here. So let me plug in my iPhone. Okay, it's plugged in. I'm going to stick it down into the storage compartment down here. I'm going to close that. I'm going to come back to the storage compartment in a moment. Okay, now CarPlay is enabled. So if I tick on that, music on my iPhone will play. So let me turn the volume up just a little bit. Well, that's still the radio, so what I need to do, I need to select the source. Let's go to source, and let's go USB 1. No, it's mostly on USB 2. That must be USB 2 down there, so let's do that. Okay, Apple CarPlay. Let's go here. And now, if I played the music on my iPhone, you should be able to hear it. There's Patty Austin. I'm going to turn that down because I don't want to get a strike. Don't strike me, YouTube. Love that lady. Okay, so on my iPhone, I have the Waze app installed on it, so that's what's pulled up here. And so I can navigate this way, or I can use the built-in navigation that comes with this configuration. So if I tick down this here, see there are other functions here that I can use to navigate down the road. But I like the Apple CarPlay because I'm doing two things. I'm listening to music on my iPhone, and I can also navigate using the Waze app or use any app on my iPhone and have it being displayed here. Other controls, we have the driver's side and the passenger's side. On the driver's side, we have the heated seat function. Right now they're both turned off for obvious reasons. It's very hot outside. And the heated wheel on the driver's side, which I have turned off. On the passenger side, we also have a heated seat. Let's go back to that. Okay. And there's a backup camera. Let's turn this on. And that's what it looks like. It looks like it's 1080p or maybe 4K quality. That's very clear. Let's tick the X and go back. And let's see, what else do we have here under apps? There's a travel link. There's a passenger heat. I just showed you that. A Wi-Fi hotspot, which I'm considering purchasing that plan. That will give me a 4G hotspot. I have that on my iPhone, which is very handy, especially when I'm traveling. I want to upload videos. Off-road pages. Now I'm still learning a lot of this here. There's an app manager, and there's a settings at the end here. Tick on that, and you can select different languages. You can play with your display units, voice, clock, camera, and so forth. And if we go back to media, I have again music playing from my iPhone. If I tick down this audio button here, that takes me inside here, and I can say bounce the sound out, left, right, front, rear. Right now it's set slightly to the front, just a little bit, not by a whole lot, but a little bit. And there's an equalizer. If I tick on that, I like to hear a little bit more treble, but where you see the white lines, that's all flat. I've taken down the mid-range just a little bit because I listen to a lot of jazz, a lot of smooth jazz, and a lot of indie music, as well as reggae and deep house. All right, let's go back. So that's basically the instrument panel. There are speakers. There's one here. There's one over there. There's a speaker just behind the passenger seat, and there's a speaker just behind the driver's, right up there. And there's a subwoofer out back, and I'll show you that in a few moments. Also down here at the bottom, we have the volume control for the media center here. We have front defroster, rear defroster, AC on off, AC heating circulation. There's a 12-volt DC outlet here, which I'll probably never use. These are the switches for the windows, for the driver's side and the passenger side, front and rear. Under this right here, media, we have, I showed you earlier, the USB ports and an aux port. Down below that, it may be hard to see, there are 4 aux or auxiliary configurations down here, electrical configurations, and they're not being used right now. But let's say in an event you want to install, say, some bar lights on top of the roof of your Jeep or anything else. Well, these are already configured to plug and play. Here's the 4-wheel drive gear shifter. 2 high, 4 high, neutral, and 4 low. Here's the manual transmission shifter, park, reverse, neutral, drive, and you can also put this over in manual and manually shift if you choose to do so. There are 2 cup holders, one here, and this is where, and these are the keys, and this is a slot for the keys to sit in. I think they go in either way. I got a lot of stuff on my keychain. Here's the parking brake. As I mentioned earlier, we have the storage compartment, which is pretty nice. It's 2 compartments here. The top one is here. Nice place, I guess, to put snacks, keys, whatever. And below that, as you just saw, it's pretty deep down there, where we have the USB ports, and I put all kinds of stuff down there. My iPhone's down there. I've got my iPhone down there, some glasses. Also have glasses sitting up here. There's Dougie. This was given to me by the Jeep dealer. I heard that there is a Jeep community that I wasn't even aware of. In fact, coming over here to this park where I'm at right now, a guy was coming in the opposite direction, and he waved at me. He was driving a Jeep, so I guess that's something that they do. Okay, so we have a mirror here. These are the latches. Hope you can see all that. And that will bring this out. Oh, these grab handles are pretty nice. I like these. They're solid. This vehicle sits up pretty high. And this one over there. Vanity mirrors on both the driver's and passenger side. And I'm pretty sure that there's something that I'm missing. Oh, I forgot to mention too, there's also speakers right there. And there's a speaker right down there. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's an 8 speaker someplace. I'm missing it, but that's okay. I'll figure it out eventually. There is netting on the passenger side door, and there's also netting down here on the driver's side. There is a latch right here on the seat. When you pull that, that allows you to move this seat forward or back. There's nothing electric with regards to the driver's side or passenger side seats. They both are manually adjusted. There's a lever right down here. On the driver's side, the latch is right here. Okay, this is the back seat. I got a lot of stuff in here right now, but it's very roomy back here. Much roomier than my Durango. But what we can see over here are 2 AC heating vents that can be open or closed. Pockets to store your stuff on both sides. A little light here. And one here. This right here is for lumbar support. This here allows me to raise the seat. It's like a jack. You just pump it, it goes up. Pump it, it goes down. This allows me to bring the seat forward or back. This latch allows me to bring the seat forward or back when I pull it. I like that actually. There's also a lockable glove compartment. Here's the owner's manual that comes with it.